Welcome back to the LPR Trading Group YouTube channel. It's Dave again. I've got another video for you guys today, and today we're going to be talking about the 3 reasons why you guys should be incorporating footprint charts into your trading. I've got a chart up here. We're going to dive in right away. Reason number 1 is going to be you are going to be able to identify unfinished or unclean highs and lows on a chart, and I'll explain this right here. If we look at this chart of ES, okay, we've got the open price back here at 930. Right back here at 930, what I want to look for are highs and lows that are unfinished or not clean. How do we know if a high or low is unfinished or unclean? Pull this up right here. Rule number 1, I want to see the auction zero out. I want to see the auction zero out. Number 2, I want to see the auction on the right hand side, if it's an up close candle, I want to see these buyers failing to accept price higher. What does that mean? In this case, this is an unclean and unfinished high. Buyers are still continuing pressure on the upside. What is an example or a better example of a finished high? In this area, if you look at the top 3 ticks, you see how buyers are failing to accept price higher. We'll go to another one. Find a good one for you for a good visual. Right here, buyers failing to accept price higher. We have a 25, a 77, a 352, okay? And then if we look on the sell side, on the low side of the prints, we want to see the same thing. This is not a fantastic low, but this is a cleaner low. And it is finished. This low right here, unfinished low. Why? We have large blocky orders telling me there is still sell side pressure on this print. Even if we do get a retracement, the market is likely to clean up this market anomaly at the low. This is essentially a ledge with large negative deltas sitting in here that the market wants to clean up and make much cleaner. What is a perfect example of a completed high or a finished high? Or a completed low and a finished low? We'll scroll through some of the day here and we'll see if we can find some for you. All right, here's a good example of a semi-finished low. We have sellers failing to accept lower. There's one thing that we're missing here though, and this is the other reason number 2, why you guys should be using footprint charts in your trading. Buy side imbalances, okay? What's a buy side imbalance? They're these green prints that show up on the footprint chart, and what they do is they measure price or action diagonally. This 273 is looking at this 134, and if it's greater than 2 times bigger than the 134, it's going to print in green and be considered a buy side imbalance. So my idea of a perfect, absolute perfect finished low would be this failed acceptance lower. We've got a -12, -40, -74. And at least one buy side imbalance within the bottom 3 ticks, okay? If we don't get that, these lows are still clean. They're just not your A++ perfect storm clean lows. It's going to be the same for the high side. If we had a high like, this was a pretty wonky day. If we had a high like this would be a clean, completed high. It would only get better if what? We had sell side imbalances somewhere in the top 3 ticks of this range. We have failed acceptance higher on the buy side. Okay, our numbers are decreasing on our positive delta. 430, 156, 122. We have a zeroed out auction. If we saw a sell side imbalance here, this is a perfect storm, A+ completed high. Any other high or low where we have pressure, just like this, pressure still at the low, this is not completed, the auction has not zeroed out, and sellers are not showing failed acceptance. There's also no buy side imbalances. What can we take out of this? Well, if I see this low and the price starts driving up, I'm looking for a scalp back to this low at the very least. Because 80 to 85% of the time, the market is going to want to clean these areas up, go retest them, and try and clean the low up, just like this. Very nice, completed low, -3, minus 31, minus 47, completed auction, sellers failing to accept lower, 2 buy-side imbalances in the lower area. Now, this doesn't mean the market is going to hard reverse off this area. What this means for me is if there are any trades within the market right here that I could take long even for a scalp, this is the area I want to look for it. Reason number 3 you should be using your footprint charts is once you get a low like this, so you've got a completed low, you've got buy-side imbalances at the low, and it is an A+ completed low, sellers failing to accept lower, completed auction, buy-side imbalances at the low, you can use your footprint chart to see where previous buyers were sitting so you can buy pullbacks to initiate a trade, whether it's a scalp or a trade that you want to get into and hold, okay? What do I mean by that? Very nice low here as we've already established. As soon as price pushes up, the next print opens, it pulls back to where? Previous large blocks of buyers that continued the initiation of this move to the upside. Buy the large blocks of buyers and get your move to the upside, okay? Let's see if we can find another example here, right here. This is actually a really good example to go over. What do we have here? An unfinished or incomplete low. We like to call these dirty lows in the chat room, okay? We've got a dirty low in the chat room. The market ticks 1 tick below this dirty low, cleans it up, completes the auction, failing to accept lower, lots of buy-side imbalance into the lows, market drives to the upside, okay? If we're looking to buy any of this, where are we looking to buy? Where the previous buyers were buying to show initiative on this move to the upside. Buy and take your trade, okay? This doesn't always mean, like I said, the market's going to go to the moon. This is a very good indication that the market could have a short-term or long-term intraday reversal. Where these become very powerful is when you couple these types of highs and lows, completed highs, completed lows, imbalances, and orders on the book right here, positive or negative deltas, with bigger picture ideas that you have. If this area was on session low, the overnight session low, and price came down and we swept the overnight session low, and we had a completed low just like this with buy-side imbalances, and we drove up, I would be looking to get into this trade for more than a scalp. This is more of a structure type trade now. You need to learn how to identify, am I looking for a scalp type trade, or am I looking for a bigger picture structure type trade based on what you're seeing in the market and where the price is currently trading at that time. I hope this helped you guys out in understanding footprints a little bit more. I highly encourage you guys to get into your order flow, into your footprints. If you have Sierra chart, I share this whole layout, this chart, my TPO, a few other volume profile charts, everything I use within our chat room. And lucky for you guys, we've got a 30-day chat room trial right now. It is good for 30 days from the day you sign up. It will be done at the end of October, so October 31st. We're not giving out any more free chat room trials, but if you get a chat room trial within that period, you'll be good for 30 days. Sign up with Payroll.io. The most important thing is you will have to put in some sort of payment details. This is how Payroll.io works. You will be allowed into the room without putting in the payment details, but you'll be in a waiting room. You will not have access to any of the channels that we use throughout the day. Put in those payment details, cancel your membership if you do not want this to renew at the end of 30 days, and you can enjoy your 30-day chat room trial. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Leave any comments down in the comment section. I will get back to all of them. Happy trading. Stay safe on the charts. Cheers.